Greetings, travelers. It is the first video of 2026 coming from a man who last year wasn't so fucking consistent. But when you really sit here and think about it, I've never been. I've never been. Unfortunately, I made a lot of promises last year that I just didn't keep. And to this year I plan on turning that around. You're hearing it here first. First video of 2026. This will not be the last. This will not be the second to last. Damn near it won't be the last for a while. Hopefully. I'm praying that everything goes right and we just have an amazing year. But first video of 2026, we are here. Yeah, I know. Thank you.
Shake some ass, nigga.
Not you though, freaky bro. First video of the year, we're going to be doing, like it says in the title, we're going to be doing an Am I the Asshole review, reaction, whatever. Shout out my brother AP who gave me the idea for this. I'll link his videos in the description, his channel and stuff like that. This just seemed like such a fun topic to talk about. I barely talk about like real life stuff on this channel. I just play video games and shit. So the video games aren't stopping, of course. I still have a lot of series to finish. I know. L.A. Noire. I got No Way Out. I still need to finish Mafia 1. I need to do the whole Mafia series. It's a lot of stuff that I need to do, essentially. But starting here with the Am I the Asshole, I say we just get straight into it. Let's go. Let me gather my thoughts real quick. For context, I will be reading the original prompt and give my initial reactions, and then after I'll give my official reaction to the whole story and everything. I'm going to have to read this, and I know sometimes when I read things it kind of sounds like I read it at first grade reading level, but I promise I don't. I promise I'm actually very good at reading. It's just having to read out loud kind of gets me sometimes. So first prompt: am I the asshole for leaving the house to stay with my boyfriend after my sister forced me to take care of her child? Initial reaction: hell no. Hell no, you're not the asshole for that. Your sister forcing you to take care of her kids is crazy. Because what is she doing? Where's their father at? Maybe the father isn't in their life, which, you know, it happens. It's a shame that stuff like that does happen, but we don't know the certain scenarios and everything that led up to that. But as a mother of your children, you shouldn't be forcing other family members to take care of them for you, no matter what, really. I don't really see a situation where that'd be okay, unless I understand that, you know, you may work long hours, you may work like overnights and shit, you don't want to pay for a babysitter, that's completely fine. But forcing somebody to take care of your kids, I don't like that wording. That's a little crazy. Now we get to the real problem. Me, 20-year-old female, and I do not like kids. Okay, I never have. I do not enjoy taking care of them, playing with them, or being responsible for them. So off that alone, this is already starting off crazy. Your sister forced you to do something that she more than likely knows that you don't like to do, and we don't know the reason yet because we haven't read that far. But off that alone, it's like, okay, bro, like, you know I don't like kids. I don't even like playing with the little motherfuckers. Why am I here? I've always been clear about this with my family. My sister, 31 female, has a daughter, 5 years old. I love her, but loving someone does not mean I want to be a caregiver to the most thing I hate. Makes sense. Absolutely. That's a great point. A few months ago, my sister started asking me to help her with her daughter. At first, it was small things: washing her for an hour, picking her up from kindergarten, staying with her while my sister ran errands. I did not love it, but I agreed because I felt pressured. Okay. Slowly it turned into more and more. I was expected to babysit multiple days a week? Huh?
Shit like this. Where is your dad? Where is your mom? Where is your family?
Multiple days a week for hours. I had to feed her, play with her, help her shower, and put her to sleep. My sister never asked anymore. She just assumed I would do it and yell at me when I don't. Okay, back up for a second. It's yapping with D each time. So, what I'm gathering from this so far is your sister goes to work, and it started off small. You know the saying, you give a person an inch, they will take a fucking mile on you. So it started off small. You just had to watch her for like maybe an hour or two. Had to pick her up from school and bring her back home while your sister just ran errands and shit. While, okay, like you said, you didn't want to do it, but you agreed because you felt pressured. Now, maybe they'll go into more depth about like what led her to feel pressured. But at some point, it's like, you can say no. Like, maybe you, like, you're the only, like, family member in proximity. But, at the end of the day, you can still say no. Because she knows that you don't want to do it. You know you don't want to do it. And it's kind of like, you're almost forcing yourself to do it. Just because you feel like you have to and you owe it to her. When in all reality, you probably don't. I don't know. Let me just read the fucking story. Whenever I tried to say no, oh, okay. Stupid ass nigga. Whenever I tried to say no, she would say things like, you are young, you have free time, you live at home anyway, or she would guilt me by saying she is family and I should help and blame me. Okay. The guilt trip method. Okay. Okay, I see the dookie. That's not cool. Like, if I tell you I don't like to do something, you shouldn't force me to do it and try to guilt me into it just because I have free time. Just because I may have free time. Yeah, and I enjoy my free time by myself with no kids, bro. I felt trapped and exhausted. Even though I hated every minute of it, I still did it. Because every time I complained, my family told me I was selfish and I felt that I were a... What? That I were a one. Whatever. Recently, I told everyone that I had planned a trip with my friends. It was already paid for and planned in weeks in advance. I was excited because it was the first thing in a long while I felt like I had something for myself. Absolutely, okay. My sister immediately got angry. She said, what am I supposed to do with my daughter then? I reminded her that I never agreed to be her full-time babysitter. Hold on, shorty. I'm talking to your sister right now. Hold on, shorty. Where are the grandparents at? She talking about her, what? Didn't she say her parents make her feel bad too? Let me go back. Let me proofread. Her family told her that she was being selfish. You can't give her to grandma and grandpa for a few days while I'm gone? I have to watch your kids? What are the parents doing? They don't got time? They can't take like maybe a few days off? That may be asking a lot, but what, like, you have options. I was sitting here talking about she may be the only family member in close proximity. No, she's not. You can't give her to grandma and grandpa. I'm sure they bond very well with your child. She probably bond way better than with somebody that doesn't like kids. Whatever, bro. She exploded and said I was abandoning her and being irresponsible. Like he's my baby, not hers. Oh, okay. What? I'm just gonna assume that she meant she. I'm just gonna assume that she meant she, because I didn't know there was a son involved. She's my baby, not hers. She told me that I should cancel my trip and take care of my niece instead, so I immediately said no. As you fucking should. You're 31. You can't come up with something yet? You're 30 fucking 1 years old. Come up with something. That turned into a huge argument. She called me names, including bitch, and said I was immature and heartless. My parents sided, of course, with her and said I should step up and help my sister. What the fuck are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing to help at all? Not a goddamn thing but arguing and taking her side, because they don't have to do it. They just sitting there like, oh, sure, I mean, if she asking her, my hands are tied. I felt overwhelmed and honestly done that what?
I'm Floyd Mayweather, I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I've joined Heart Radio for the show. Okay. I'm Floyd Mayweather.
Holy shit. Okay. Okay. I could read, but trust me, I felt overwhelmed and honestly done that I would really snap at them if I stayed. So I packed a bag and left the house to stay with my boyfriend for a few days. Okay. Now they are furious. They say I ran away from responsibility and that I chose my boyfriend and friends over my own family. My sister says I betrayed her and that she cannot rely on me anymore. I feel guilty for my niece and I feel that I am the bad one. So, am I the asshole? Yapping with D each time. So, after reading all of that, I can officially tell you, no, you are not the asshole. Simply because your family tries to put everything on you simply because you're 20, you're young, you have free time. When in all honesty, your sister's 31 years old. She can give her baby to the grandparents who I don't even know what they're doing. She never stated it, but I'm sure they have time to watch the fucking grandkid. And if you planned a trip in weeks in advance, you let everybody know. Weeks in advance, it's already prepped and paid for. It is not on you to cancel said trip just to watch your fucking niece. That could be easily. Did she get a babysitter? She could not. She just could not afford it, which is okay. Like I said, she could have got a babysitter. She could have gave them to your grandparents. She could have, I don't fucking know, done something else than just put that baby on you, even though you told her that, like, yeah, I'm not a fan of kids. I don't like playing with kids. I don't like taking care of kids. I don't even like being around kids half the time. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. That's what I gotta say. Okay, last prompt of today, ladies and gentlemen. Am I the asshole for ruining our friend's trip by making someone feel unwelcome? Okay. First of all, yes. Yes, I will say on initial reaction, yes, that's an asshole thing to do. Because while it's not completely on you to make someone feel welcome, you can, like, it's because I haven't read it. I don't know the full context of what everything that's going on. Let me just say yes. Off initial reaction, off reading of the first sentence, yes. Me and 3 friends annually go on a trip. We've always been pretty receptive to partners coming along or other friends. Basically a bit of a free-for-all as long as the core 4 are in agreement, okay? This year, one friend is bringing his long-term girlfriend. Another is bringing someone from his work. I've chosen not to bring anyone this year. Had a breakup a few months ago, but that's unrelated, right? Our third friend, we will call him Logan, has asked to bring his partner. We will call her Sarah. Sarah has only been introduced to our group a couple of times, but she's pretty inoffensive. Not my sort of person, but not someone I dread being around, okay? However, last time we met her was at a big leaving party. A few of her friends were there, and the entire night they were cracking racist, homophobic, all-around prejudiced jokes all night long.
What? We're flying to Philadelphia! Oh, hell no! That's hell no! Whoa!
Very loud, too. People even started looking. It was unbearable. Whoa, okay. Okay, that adds another layer. We checked off the context box. Okay. So, I like in my head, I had to break down what the word inoffensive. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I did not know what that meant at first. I did not know what that meant at first. But reading more into it, her and her group of friends were just cracking racist and homophobic jokes. And that's who your man's putting, putting pain on, putting meat on. I'm not gonna lie, big bro. You got some readjusting to do in that friend group. Cause it's like, she doesn't just only do that around her friends. There's no way she only does it around her friends. And if she does do that only around her friends, then okay, it's like, just why? Like, why are people like this? Like, niggas really think shit like that's so funny and cool. You are a grown fucking woman, shorty, making racist and homophobic jokes. People sometimes. I swear to you, people are just something else. It was unbearable. She wasn't the one making the jokes, but they were her friends, and she was laughing alongside them. Okay. That might low-key be worse, because you're just accepting of that. Like, you just hear your friends talking like that, and it's just funny to you too. It's just like, okay. I've always been raised that the company you keep says a lot about a person. Abso-fucking-lutely. Skip to trip planning. Logan pretty much assumed he could bring Sarah along for the trip, and the others didn't seem to care. But I made a point of saying that I wasn't comfortable for her to go, that if she went, I knew I wasn't going to enjoy my time as much, and would prefer if she didn't come. I have friends and family who all fit the description of the people her and her friends were making terrible jokes about, and frankly found it offensive. But Logan didn't take it very seriously and brushed it off, but didn't mention it further. Okay, with that whole situation, it's like, it's very grown up of you to let him know. Like, yeah, I'm not comfortable with her popping out, because the people that she be laughing about and making jokes of, I have friends and family that fit those descriptions. I find that very offensive. Okay, W for letting that nigga know that. The nigga kind of just brushing it off kind of lets me know that nigga doesn't care about you and about how you feel about certain shit. And while it is his partner, he has a right to be like, I don't care, like, this is who I'm talking to. But at the same time, nigga, your shorty's sitting here off the deep end. She's sitting here laughing at probably all types of hard R's, all type of F slurs. Like, that's not cool. Like, that's not a cool thing to do. Not in the big 260. Absolutely not in the big 260. I don't give a fuck what the nigga in Washington gotta say. Not the big 260. Then a few weeks later, we all meet up for some drinks. Logan brings Sarah. He starts talking about the trip, how excited they were. I reiterated in front of both of them that if Sarah really wanted to go, I'd give this trip a miss, that I wasn't comfortable with her being there. Well, that didn't go down well. Logan was super mad about the whole thing, and has been texting me since that I've made things awkward for Sarah. She's super upset and feels unwelcome. Even the other friends have said I shouldn't have said anything to their faces like that, and it's made everyone feel awkward, but I mentioned it first privately, and my opinion was ignored. Valid point. At this point, I'm probably just going to miss the trip anyway, but am I the asshole for standing on my principles like that? Absolutely not. I give you a round of applause for that. I give you a round of applause for standing on your fucking principles. Because at the end of the day, that's all you fucking got. And for him to really be sitting there mad, lets me know that nigga be on that too. He don't give a fuck about the shit that she be saying. He just there because, you know what I'm saying, the booty fat, nigga. Like, I don't know, like, that shit, that's so weird. And it's like, you told the nigga to his face privately, like, yeah, if she's there, I'm not gonna be there. If she's there, I don't want to go, and I don't feel comfortable being around her. And then you told him again, to her face this time, if you're going, I'm not gonna be there. I feel like they shouldn't be mad at that.
Let these niggas know.
They should be more mad at the fact that they're going to hang out at whatever retreat or wherever with the racist nigga. I'd be pissed off. I'd be pretty pissed off.
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me though.
But I digress. Alright, y'all. That is the first installment of Am I the Asshole with Deej? I don't know if I'm going to make this a full series. This may not be a one-off. Let's see how the video goes. If y'all fuck with it, if y'all like it, please let me know. I'd love to do this again. I'd love just to talk about stuff that goes on in the world. Reaction vids coming. More gaming videos. Like I said, I got some shit going. I got some shit working. Other than that, I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for all the support, all the constant returning support. Even when I don't do too good at my job, when I don't do too good at my job, y'all are always here to support me still. Live, love, laugh, live, lose, learn, lose in order to win. Always remember that. And I will see y'all in the next video. Gangy, gangettes, whoever. Peace.